Born on November 16, 1991, Fawah Agather Magdalene, during her secondary school days, had a strong passion for communication. After obtaining her advanced level certificate from CAS Bambili in 2011, she enrolled into the University of Boya to study journalism and mass communication. After her graduation from the prestigious JMC department of the University of Boya, Fawah Agather, in pursuit of her passion, was recruited on voluntary service at Sky Sport Radio in Bamenda, and later was recruited into Abakwa FM Radio, where she found interest in societal and gender-related programs.
We relay right away from our quarter in Tadito. Women and the world, gender equality, toki papa them, toki mama them, kungusa people them. Sometimes they talk lies, sometimes they talk true. We write them all, announce the one way find we. Fabakwa FM, CRTV, at time kuna plenty. Una love una sister, sute, time kuna. Una like it, but God like it most.
She gave up the ghost on the International Women's Day, March 8, 2021, a testimony of the attachment she had in women's affairs.
Female journalists in Cameroon. Agatha was one of our members in the association, and Agatha was a worker of Abakwa FM Radio. Mama, we just want to say that you should be strong. If God never wanted it to happen, it wouldn't have happened. And we want to thank you for your courage and that you should take heart.
She was a member of the Cameroon's Association of English-Speaking Journalists, Kamasej. The members of the association, amongst other journalists in the Northwest region, mobilized on Wednesday, March 17, 2021, to give her a befitting burial in Bambili, her native village.
Now we journalists, now our journalists, now our journalists, don't live we for who we cry for morning, we cry for evening. Water don't finish for our eye. We cry for living, we cry for morning. Water don't finish for our eye. Every day, oh, so cry, oh, water don't finish for our eye.
I believe, say, if money be fit save human being, then this will collect for 9 years today. Because I see the energy where it take for fight. Anytime I be call you, if you tell me say it go try. So they change your WhatsApp name from Fawah Agather to God please be you. Unfortunately, all your empowerment will be done through a radio program, Women's War. God tells you don't do enough. Call it into eternity for Women's Day. Now, one of the very few female journalists that will get out for the town, where they venture into sports reporting. God knows why he called Agatha for this age, for this time. But we also thank God, say before God won't call you, God has this leave a representative on earth. We will carry on the causeway, you know, we be able to carry on to the last. Mommy and your family, I pray say this, so God will comfort you, God will comfort the people. And Bible talk say, in everything, give thanks to God. So on behalf of the Cameroon Association of English-Speaking Journalists, we know give you money. We will give a support. Say the small subway Agatha Biloa come back for Abakwa, he bring up. We can wash more than he close them. You continue for wash out and for ensure say me the pikin it go from one stage of the educational ladder to another. I don't want beg to say this so. Our office there from Young Junction should in case the pikin encounter any difficulties growing up, I beg always come back for we or get back to your colleague of Abakwa. They will tell we I will always see how we will feel support the pikin, near attend their heights the way in money they want that. The person will understand. So on behalf of Kamasej Mami, we'll hand you the envelope of 200,000.
I had an opportunity to choose a female colleague to work with. I am not too sure I will miss out on choosing Agatha at any instance. She was an amazing person and I want to wish her well. I connected to her in a very special way professionally. Someone who was very duty conscious, someone who was family conscious Christian wife, meaning that in every instant we had time to work on radio. She discussed her family, she discussed her church activities, and she didn't miss any opportunity to show up for duty. I think I respect her for all of this, and I always say that she was admirably competent. Apart from her training, she put in a lot of time for capacity building, her personal capacity building, and she showed a lot of evidence. To her, journalism was not a profession, it was more of a vocation, and I so very much respect her for that. I mean, evidence, look at the distance we've come to lay her to rest. She left from here to come to work at Abakwa. Even how much was being paid to her, how much was she spending for salary?
Agather will be remembered for the impact she created in her local community through her Christian life as a child of Mary and a member of the Sacred Heart of Jesus. She served as a social communicator and announcer at the St. Francis Kwashi Parish, Bambili. She leaves behind a son, her brother and mother to mourn her, as it pleases the Lord to reduce the newsroom on earth so as to increase that of heaven. Let Fawah Agather Magdalene be an everlasting reporter, for a journalist never dies.
We are marching along the way. The problems rolling on to Jesus, marching along. We are marching along the way. Marching along. We are marching along the way. Focusing on the problem. Looking